think it will all work. So what a lot of songwriters do is telling stories, and I mean a lot of people tell stories too. But storytelling is very important. There's a big difference between the left wing and the right wing in this country, and the left wing focuses on like the crazy complexities in the politics and digs into it and digs into all these facts, and it's really important. And the right wing focuses on these really basic stories that they don't really need to back up because that's not part of the story. Like, it's really basic. They can invoke, for instance, these tea partiers, who some people are calling tea baggers, which I think is hilarious. It's like bad name on their part. But so they're like invoking the Boston Tea Party to push this really right-wing agenda. And except for the fact that during the real Boston Tea Party, it was a bunch of white people dressed like Native Americans, which was screwed up. But other than that, is like, this act of anti-imperialist sabotage. That's left-wing shit. That's our story. So, but they've invoked it because they're not being challenged. Because a lot of folks on the left in the political social justice world are kind of afraid of American history because there's a lot of bullshit in it. But there's a lot of amazing stuff in U.S. history as well. And if we run from our own culture even if we reject our culture because we grew up in an oppositional culture, most of the country is still there in some way, And when we reject that, we're disassociating ourselves from a lot of people who are around us, and sort of setting ourselves up for a really hard time. And so my entire set has been dedicated to Howard Zinn, who passed away recently.
Woo! Yeah.
Who dug into U.S. history and wrote a book called A People's History of the United States. And his book isn't necessarily like this huge collection of facts, which it is, but what he did is he took the story of the United States and he wrote a new shortened story of it, right? New characters, new heroes, and all this stuff, which is so important. But this song, the next two songs are about that, but it's about some of the mythology of American history. It's about rejecting fundamentalism in all its forms, whether it's leftist political fundamentalism, whether it's religious fundamentalism. American mythology, the stories told about Squanto and the Great Feast. Natives sitting down with European settlers in celebration of some future of peace. And it's depressing when you hear the real story, how their diseases spread like wildfire, and how they stole the land right out from under their feet and made them servants of the war-crazed British Empire. Religious freedom, all that's bullshit. I see genocide when I look into it. Christians killing savages in the name of God, invoking their religion to justify their deaths. And I understand there's many types of Christians, there's many types of Muslims, and there's many types of Jews. But there's also many ways to exploit and kill people, and there's just as many ways for your faith to be abused. Deep incisions in our history. No, the scars of the past mark the face of today. So I don't celebrate no holidays with roots and land theft. I don't salute no flags that stand for hate. I don't bow to any leaders who killed for salvation, and I don't pray to any gods that do the same. I have neither an Irgun or Al-Qaeda, no Reagan, no Stalin, no nation, no king. I have faith in the prospect of change, with the people around me embracing equality. There's deep incisions in our history.